What is going on, my friends? It is snowing outside. Good afternoon, or good morning. It's not. It's not quite afternoon yet. I'm sitting here in Greenwood and uh, having an afternoon cigar, watching the snow come in, and I thought I'll hop on and uh, take a look at what the people are saying, take some questions, answer some questions, and talk a little weather and show some of the model data coming in for next week. We've got some stuff coming in again next week. So yeah, I'm excited about that. Let me see something real quick. I don't know if there's a way here. You guys can get a view outside for just a second. Do me a favor, smash the likes and the hearts and the shares and share it with a friend, tag a friend. I'm going to turn down this music real quick, but um, yeah, smash the like and the heart button, guys, real quick. I'm not outside, I'm inside, but you can see the background here. I don't see it. Turn it down. Hopefully, it's not too loud. The background music's not too loud for you guys. So, um, no cowboy hat, no forecast. Sorry. Um, it looks like I'm outside. Uh, so, hey, great question. Let's get into it. My friend here, Zach Jessen. Zach, hope you're doing well. I'm gonna light my cigar. Um, but this is a great question. Why is the radar showing snow, but it's not yet snowing? Great question, and the answer is absolutely um, that it's some dry air. Okay, it's some dry air in the atmosphere, and it's we call it virga. It's essentially the radar gives a signal that it's snowing, but it really isn't. And that's not uncommon with these weaker systems that may potentially have a hard time saturating the atmosphere a little bit. But that's exactly what it is. It's just a dry air issue, and it'll overcome. The more longer you see it on radar, it'll overcome that. So um, you will have to do another weather forecast during the halftime show of the championship game, regardless of weather. Rob, I couldn't agree more. Third time's a charm. So we are absolutely going to do that. We're going to do more. We'll have another halftime show. What a great game last night, Notre Dame. Um, they pulled it off. Great field goal kick by Jeter. That was awesome. That was a fun game. If you're a diehard, lifelong Notre Dame fan like myself, that was cool. And, you know, I hope that Texas can upset Ohio State and we play Texas, but probably not. But nonetheless, that's the thought process right now. A lot of folks are getting snow. Guys, share it with a friend, reshare, tag, hit the like, hit the heart button. Let's get the algorithm to get some people in the stream today to take some questions. Here's a good question here by Mia. What do you think about people commuting for the Pacers game? I think it's going to be a little difficult. I think it's going to be a little difficult. You're going to have snow coming down. It's going to be snowing good at a good clip. So I think it's going to be a little difficult to do that. To leave ahead of time, plan ahead, make sure you're really allowing a lot of time for travel, and just make sure that you're taking it easy. I mean, it's not going to be like an epic snowstorm where you're just getting bombarded with snow or anything, but 3-4 inch snow is going to be it's going to do enough here. All right, Dustin, it's a great question. Still thinking 3 to 5. I think you're in the mix for things. I'm going to show you why here in just a second. Certainly a little bit of a higher ratio snow. We'll go here and share the tab. I want to share the Clarity Radar with you this morning. I keep saying this afternoon. And you can see just a swath of snow working in. And I want you to point your attention to those darker blues down there across south central Illinois. Those are moving north and east, okay, those darker blues. And those are going to allow kind of give us an idea of where the heaviest snow might fall, if you will. And Brett, I believe, is actually coming up with a custom map right now, and he may join in here with where we think that's going to go. But in the Nowcast here section of Clarity, we have a Nowcast out. That's not the one. I thought we had another one that perhaps they were working on here. Let me see real quick. No, I don't have it yet. They may have not shared it to Clarity yet. It'll come. It'll come. But we're highlighting this heavier band for sure. Um, love the Clarity app. Just signed up. Mark Maloney. Appreciate that. Love that you love it, and sure do appreciate that. So, um, got a call coming in. Sorry, I need to turn that off there. Um, but yeah, you can see that heavy snow working into the area, and there's a wall of snow here that's going to be with us for the majority of the day, and it's going to be coming down again at a pretty good clip. Down to the south here, look at this, a nasty storm going on. You got that line. These models, they underdo the warm air advection. They always have, but got that line of rain, snow, and ice down there in the deep south as well. So just a big, nasty storm system here. Uh, yeah, so I already answered this question, Corbin, but I'll readdress it. Why is the radar showing it should be snowing, but Greensburg has no snow? There's some dry air issues, so we call that virga. It's snowing on the radar, but it hasn't actually been able to actually make it down to the surface and actually snow. Not uncommon in these types of setups. If we look at local Doppler radar, if we look at like the actual radar scans here, this may give you a little bit more of an idea as to where those drier pockets are. Let me go and show you. Let me switch my screen here. Go to this window. This is local Doppler radar, and again, you can kind of see in this instance where you can see the dry air being battled here, but where there's gaps in this, there's some gaps in the returns. Now, got a great burst of snow coming in right over here over central Indiana right now. That's going to obviously offer up some good snow, but the local Doppler radar can certainly help you pick out the drier air pockets for sure. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Coming down good in Bloomington, good in Columbus. I may have missed it. No wind expected. No wind expected. I may have missed the comment there. Something about the kids in the bus. I may have missed something there. I don't know. Maybe I missed somebody being a little rascal here. Coming down good in Fishers. Good. Uh-oh. Screen share crashed. Let's fix it. Let's get the radar back on. You can look at my ugly mug for just a second. Am I wrong in thinking we can have virga with rain? Nope, you're right. You can have the same thing. Same thing. Any thoughts on the 18th system? Yeah, I'm gonna go over my thoughts here about that here in just a moment. We'll talk about that. We'll share everything with you for sure on the system here in the extended. New data is coming in right now, so we'll talk about that for sure. My daughter is, where'd that go? My daughter is driving to Nashville for the weekend. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be tough travel for her, depending, especially when she leaves. If she's traveling right now, I wouldn't advise it. If she can wait until tomorrow sometime, I would, but, Let's see, snowing pretty good in Terre Haute. Mooresville coming down quite a bit. Good. It's coming down behind me pretty good. I bet this lady in the van who's rocking out back there, I bet she doesn't know she's on live stream right now to thousands of people. Look at her. She's having a great time. Look at her. Wouldn't it be funny if she was watching and then she waved? Oh, man. People just drive by here all the time, all day long. It's just a constant drive by. I'm in Main Street in Greenwood. I'm at the Professional Smoke Cocktail and Cigar Lounge here in Greenwood. This is their grand opening today. I'll be here tonight, and they're going to have, it's going to be a fun night. This is a really nice place. One of my hangouts. Love it. So come check out Professional Smoke if you want a nice cigar and a cocktail. I'm not on fire, but I am smoking a cigar, and it is so good. It is so tasty. So, snowing good in Pittsburgh. How long will the snow last? That's a great question. Alicia. And I'll talk about the timing now, kind of give you an update here on the simulated radar products and kind of the timing of this. We'll go to the future radar section of Clarity because it does that for us. It gives us a future forecast, and I can kind of go out here. I'm going to take it out to 3 o'clock. You still see a good snow coming down for all of Indiana, all of Kentucky, a lot of Michigan. Okay. Brett says T-minus 5 minutes until the Nowcast. Come on, Brett, we need it. He's going to give us a Nowcast. Take it out here to 5 o'clock. Still snow coming down. You can see a widespread snow coming down 5 o'clock, okay, across the Ohio Valley. 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Still snowing tonight by 8 p.m. So, a lot of people, they're going to reach out around 4 or 5 and go, man, there's no snow. You guys are wrong and blah, blah, blah. It's going to snow all night long. Jenny Rain says, some of us are working. I'm working too. I've just worked very hard to make my job what I love. So I take pride in that. I'm working right now. I'm streaming with you all. Okay. We are working too, my friend. Let's see. I live by Butler and it's snowing good. Okay. Well, this is forecast radar 8 o'clock tonight. It's still coming down. All right. It's still coming down today. 8 o'clock tonight. You're still going to be dealing with the snow. 8:30, 9, 9:30, 10 o'clock. You're still seeing on and off again snow. 10:30, 11, 11:30. And you can kind of see the splotchiness and radar continues into the overnight hours. We're probably going to keep snow kind of hanging around in that regard here for the overnight hours, just on and off again. Snow showers, certainly not out of the question. A lot of you have asked the question about wind. I do not see wind being a problem whatsoever. In fact, the gustiest the wind could be is overnight tonight into the morning hours of Saturday, and you might see 20 to 25 mile per hour winds. They're not going to be anything crazy. Nonetheless, we will have a little bit of wind here tonight to contend with, but nothing too wild. Scott, I am smoking a tobacco. Major cold next week, Travis Garrity says. Yeah, we're going to talk about next week here in just a minute. How much snow? I'm waiting on Brett to hop in here with a Nowcast. He's working on it right now. Keith Smith, appreciate you, my friend. Us here at Allscape Landscaping appreciate your team. We appreciate you, man. Thank you for the continued support, for sure. Again, I'm going to talk about the accumulation of snow here in just a moment. All right. Again, I got radar pulled up right now, current radar. While we're waiting on that, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to pull up the model data so you all can see just kind of what it is that we might be looking at here for storms next week. All right. Yeah, it's looking like we may have a system to contend with. We've been talking about this for a while. So I'm going to share this tab. Now, before I get into the pattern next week, I want to make sure, is Brett on? Did Brett join? No, I don't see him yet. Oh, wait, maybe he did. I don't know. I'm not sure. Brett? Is Brett here?
I am here, but I'm behind the scenes finishing this Nowcast up.
Okay. All right. You can mute yourself. Sorry, I unmuted you.
It's okay.
Okay. So anyways, we're going to talk about a storm system next week. And before I do that, I want to make sure you guys share, tag, hit the like, the love button. All right. Get people in watching. Okay. And make sure you subscribe to the channels if you haven't. YouTube channel, Facebook, X, whatever the case may be. GFS model, morning run. We see a little clipper come down. Next wave would bring a snow chance Saturday into Sunday. You note the two areas of low pressure, big low up here in the Hudson Bay, big low to the south. This particular storm fails to link up and fails to phase. Big cold comes in, though, nasty cold next week. Okay. Arctic high settles in. Big 1040 high, cold weather, dry weather, all right, for the time being. And then we're going to start to watch things get a little interesting. I want you to watch south. See that low pressure center develop down there in Texas? That's the 18th. Watch this. There it comes. There it comes. Big storm coming through. Look at that lagging multiple hours of snow there. This is the GFS. This would suggest an overrunning event of multiple hours of snow, the 18th and 19th. Could be a big hitter with a massive, massive shot of nasty Arctic air behind it. Nasty. Okay. 1046 high pressure. Sinks right back in. We're out to the 22nd of January now. It's really, really cold in this particular situation. Hour 312, there's another storm trying to work in around the 23rd, which we do believe there's another storm around that time frame. If we took the GFS at face value, which is never wise to do, but I'm showing this for entertainment purposes, this is snow out through basically the 23rd. And you can see it's indicating a couple of big systems in here. Okay. Long range of the model, don't take it verbatim. Okay. But just gives you an idea. There's a Canadian model out through 10 days. Okay, Canadian model out through 10 days, throwing another 6 to 10 inches in here. Let's look at what it's got here for the potential additional snowfall risks here across the area. Here's the Canadian right now. System works out. Saturday night, Sunday. There's a little clipper right there. Very similar outcome to the GFS. What the Canadian does, it does better with Arctic air. It hints at another clipper Wednesday into Thursday. It's probably right in this setup, to be honest with you. And then we continue here into the extended. Watch, there it is. Oh, yep. There's a storm starting to develop. Okay, you can kind of see what it's doing here. Wants to bring in another storm. It's sloppy right now. It's sloppy because it's long range, but there's certainly a storm in the charts. But this particular clipper right here, this actually brings through a decent shot at snow that are going to add to the totals. There's your Saturday night, Sunday, but then there's your Wednesday night. There's your Wednesday night, Thursday. I'm going to go in and zoom it in here because I buy into these clipper systems from the Canadian. They're Saturday night, Sunday. I buy into the clippers from the Canadian more than I do the American model. But there it is. Just another swath of snow comes through, another 1 to 2 incher, maybe 3 out of that. Okay, in that time frame. So the pattern's loaded. It's loaded up for cold. It's loaded up for snow. I will show you real quick just the general pattern here, and show you kind of the upper level pattern here real quick. Let me go to the ensemble, the upper level charts here, just to show you that in general here as we go all the way out. I just want to show you what the pattern is going to continue to look like here. This is the morning run. Let me come back to the 6Z, share this tab, and again you can kind of see. I'm going to get a different view, but we're going to kind of be locked into this pattern for the next couple of weeks. There's the GFS. Look at that. Look at the resurgent Arctic air. A little bit of a warm up out ahead. Watch this. We just bring it on back in. It's just nasty rounds of cold that continues. So listen, we've got more snow to come. It's going to continue. So did my wife comment? I may have seen. She's in here commenting to people. I see her commenting now. Something about Target. She probably is going to Target. We have our Nowcast out. I'm going to go and I'm going to show the Nowcast. So the Nowcast just got, if you guys have clarity, it just got sent to you. Okay. If you have clarity, it just got sent to you. Apparently, Christy's getting a lot of love in here. There's so many comments. I can't see it. I'm looking. I don't see it. I don't know what she said. I missed it. Let me show you the Nowcast everybody just got sent to their devices. Okay, if you go to Clarity, it just came to your phone. Go to the Now section. Nowcast active. Look at that. Look at that. How about it? There you are, Brett.
I'm here. I just finished, sent it out, hopped on.
So, Brett, since you made this, talk about it.
Yeah, so we're a couple of things that we're starting to see. Number one, as Michael kind of already talked about earlier, getting some heavier snowfall rates to develop out in southern Illinois and into southwest Indiana. These are pushing to the north and to the east. Jonathan Kipper actually put out a Nowcast, I don't know, maybe an hour ago in southern Illinois. talking about snowfall rates starting to pick up to 3/4 of an inch to at times 1 inch per hour. I don't necessarily think that's consistent throughout the next 5 hours, but at times you can have some heavier snowfall rates. And I think some areas in that purple shade will probably see 4, maybe 5 inches of snow. Not guaranteeing it for everyone because it is narrow, but if you're in that window, that's where we would watch out for potential to see 4 or 5, little bit of an overachiever. The reason for that, if I get into the science of it for a second, Michael often talks about what we call the snow growth zone or the dendritic growth zone. What I started to notice about 30, 40 minutes ago is that that growth zone is setting up with a lot of upward motion and a lot of moisture right in this region that we're showing. And so, combined with what we're already seeing on radar, and that signal felt like it was worth putting out the note for locally 4 inches plus of snow.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's you can see it on radar. So it's obvious, plain as day with the heavier banding coming in. So, strongly agree with that. I love that map. And, writings on the wall there. Someone made the comment, it kind of lines up with the wrap in the European we showed last night. And it does.
Yep.
It lines up well with that. So,
Yeah, they've been those two models have been pretty consistent. So has the RGM. The RGM's been pretty consistent too.
yes. Yep. People
Really,
sleep on those on that wrap and RGM, baby. Those are secret tools. I know Vince hates us, but they're secret tools.
well, what's funny is the European and the wrap did okay the last system, but the European and the RGM until the very end did not do well with the past system.
Yeah.
And so it's interesting that this time around it's the opposite. So just goes to show that models you can't use the same one every time. You have to look at all of them.
Yep. Yep. Love it. This is a very nice comment from someone, and it's a long one, but it actually doesn't display all of it. But Daniel, thank you for that really nice comment. I actually screenshotted it. I'll share it with my team. We really appreciate that. It's very nice of you, guys. Real quick here, for those of you watching right now, yesterday was National Law Enforcement Officer Day, Public Safety Day. We want to make sure that you folks are taken care of. You all know how much we appreciate you guys, and I'm being genuine when I say that. I really appreciate all that. If any of you are in law enforcement and you didn't get the opportunity to take advantage of the free 2-week trial, go to the Contact Us page and select Public Safety. And Brett, will you drop the link?
Yes.
So they can click that link and get a 2-week trial. Get our product out in front of your departments. Get it to your chiefs. Get it to your officers in charge, and let's get you guys all rolling with BAM. And everybody's just gotten their alerts here, and with the Nowcast, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Look at that. What Ann said. She tagged the Carmel Police SRO. That's awesome. Thank you, Ann, for that. Very, very cool. We appreciate you all in the sacrifices and everything you give to the community. So we want to kind of give back to you a little bit if we can. So, nonetheless, good night, Brett.
Yeah, so I thought that might be interesting to share, to give you all an idea of.
Let me put it up here.
Yeah, so this is the side of Clarity that you all don't see. For I know a lot of you are subscribers. Basically, looking at all of the insights, all of the Nowcasts, anything that our meteorologists' videos, anything that they have custom created and put into Clarity, it shows up here for us to review. And I just pulled this up after I did my little Nowcast, and it's insane how much work our team puts in during these snow events. I mean, I can't even count because there's so much there. But it just goes to highlight that Clarity is more than just a data platform. Our team is putting out their custom thoughts all day long, and it's really cool to see all their hard work on one screen there.
Yes. Someone asked, where is Michael at? I am at a little place in Greenwood called Professional Smoke Cigar and Cocktail Lounge, and today is their grand opening tonight. You can come in and check out their place. One of my best friends has opened this place up, second location, and it's a neat place to come and get a cigar or cocktail. And where I'm at right now, you can see behind me is I've got a window view. It's snowing behind me very well, very very nicely, and so it's a great spot. I love it. Zach says it's snowing good in Franklin now. Guys, for the Clarity stuff, scan the QR code or go to claritywx.com/sign up, and you get this type of stuff sent to your phone. Go check Clarity out. If you're a business making decisions around this type of stuff, you need this application. You need Clarity. You need to figure out how to incorporate this information into your day-to-day stuff and make sure that you have access to this type of information. And one other thing, real quick, too, Zach that was on here is one of the founders and the originators here of the Adeline Strong 5K that we did last year, where you run in Franklin for a good cause. Last year, we donated over $40,000 to the Adeline Strong chapter, the Adeline Cure Starts Now program. This year, we'd like to donate about 80. So if there's any way you can come and run in the 5K, come and walk in the 5K, support a great cause. It's in Franklin. We'd love to see you all out there. We'll be talking about that obviously more in the days and weeks to come. So I plan on running it this year and being in the best shape of my life, and I plan on beating Vince in the 5K. So I don't know if he knows it yet, but him and I are competing at a record 5K time. He's sitting over next to me.
You might have some additional competition that you did not have last year in Callahan.
Who's that? Well, I'm not going to beat Callahan. I'm not even going to try.
You know, she said she wants to win the whole thing. She's planning on running a marathon in Indy in November, I think, of this year. Another marathon. So she's pretty competitive. She's really really good runner. So I know she wants to win because she didn't get to. There's a logo. She didn't get to run last year because she was I don't know. Oh, yep, there, there she is. She was what, 5 months pregnant?
Callahan, I'm not going to try to compete with you. I agree that you'll beat me. I'm just going to tell you now. I'm not that good of a runner. Is Michael drinking beers? No, I'm not. I'm drinking Diet Coke. Diet Coke with some ice. What's the BAMWX 5K record? I think it's Vince. Vince has the fastest time.
Of the BAM employees, the lady that won last year, she ran that. Yeah. The lady that run, I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like she was like under 20 minutes or something last year, the winner.
Yeah. I will never in my life get under 20 minutes. That's not even a question.
I mean, she kicked everybody's butt. So come join. Sponsor if you're a business. You can always have sponsors to help raise money for the cause. Have some people out there in Franklin, May 17th. Yep.
Hey, are there any big storms on the horizon? Yes, I think there's a couple of them. A couple of big storms on the charts. Morning data is kind of the data is going back and forth on it right now, but it's kind of picked up on it again this morning. We'll certainly keep you posted, but the pattern's loaded for bear. It's a busy pattern. Brett, the same pattern that produced the January snowfall that we've had so much of, I believe if we roll that forward into February, you sent me a map, and I'm going to show it. I'm going to pull it up right now. If we looked at the pattern the same way we looked at January's pattern, oh, look at that. If you love Clarity, give us a 5-star review on Google and the App Store. We would love that. If you guys would give us a 5-star review on Google or the App Store, that would be fantastic. We would absolutely, certainly appreciate that as a token. You guys could give us the love. That would be awesome. Here's the same pattern. If we looked in January, if we rolled it into February for where the snow is going to continue to probably be above normal. This is a great look because it gives us an idea of where the kind of the January pattern really favored to the heaviest snow south. Today is case in point. with that right now.
It-
It's snowing in the south.
yeah, it kind of shifts from a south of I-70 pattern to a north of I-70 pattern.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, but probably January or probably February, not as cold in the east as January has been. February maybe a little bit more seasonable to mild, at least to start the month. Probably really cold in the central part of the country. For our friends that are out in Iowa and northern plains in Nebraska, it's probably a really cold month, but that's also why that storm track can shift a little bit further to the northwest. So better for our friends that keep getting kind of skipped over with the heavier stuff in Lafayette and Chicago and Cleveland. Should be good opportunities there for you in February.
yep, yep, absolutely, absolutely. Awesome. Well, guys, this is going to do it for today. Enjoy the snow. I just wanted to come on and interact with you all a little bit, tell you to follow the pages, check out Clarity, all the things, and we appreciate everything. Again, enjoy the snow. It's going to be around tonight until about 10 or 11 o'clock.
Mhm.
No sign in stopping. So there it is. Enjoy.
Yeah, and Don, just to answer your question, we're talking about the Cure Starts Now. It's an organization that we work with, put on a 5K every year, and all of the funds go to researching pediatric brain cancer. And we do that with the Adeline Strong chapter out of Franklin, and do it for their little girl who battled an inoperable brain tumor, and do it for them to raise money for the cause.
Yep. Yep. Awesome. Well, guys, fun stuff. Thank you for joining. Share it with a friend, follow the pages, and enjoy the snow. Thanks, Brett.
Yep. Thanks.